Just setting things up. Yeah, maybe I'll push the camera back a bit more. There we go. Yeah, originally I wanted to do this in my room, but the camera stand I was using wouldn't hold my camera, and I didn't want to put my camera on my bed across from my desk where I'd have my drawing pad, and so I decided to just do it in the kitchen again. But this time I got my O light again. I'm just gonna wait for people to come in. All right, yes, I'm wearing green for St. Patrick's Day. In brightest day and blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. To those who worship evil's might, beware my powers, green lantern's light. I know I'm wearing it on my left hand. That would make me kind of sinister, if you get what I mean. But I'm right-handed, so I want to be able to draw. I'm just going to wait for some people to come by. Oh, one viewer. Yes, I'm looking very green today. Yeah, I'm just going to see if the camera is placed all right. I wish that, I was just saying that I wish I could have done this in my room and have the camera much closer to my drawing pad, but I couldn't figure out a way to set my camera. I have a tripod, but the thing that holds your phone didn't hold on to my phone very well and kept falling off, and so I thought I'd just do it here in the kitchen again like last time. Yeah, I'm planning to draw my red panda character James. Hello, Wax Badger. Thank you. Yeah. Got my ring also. Yeah, sorry I started late. I said I wanted to start at 5, but I don't know if it's, maybe I'll have to bring this up a little closer. I don't know if it's even clear, but I did a very faint grid because I wanted to, I mean, last time when I was drawing my guinea pig characters in Peter, I was doing it just without any photo ref. This time I am going to have photo ref. And just out of curiosity, let me see. I just wanted to see if I could watch myself live on my own iPad. Oh, come on. Is there a way to watch myself on my iPad? What I wanted to do was try and see my video live on my iPad, show it to my camera over here, and then, you know, get a tunnel effect. See if I can do that. That would have just been funny, I thought. Okay, so I can't view my own video on my iPad. That's a little strange. Well, I'm still new to Twitch though, so it doesn't matter. Yeah. When I post this on YouTube, I might cut out all the dead air where I'm just standing here not doing anything. It's just I'm waiting for more people to come in. Like I like quickly posted, you know, stream announcements on DeviantArt for Affinity, Weasel, but I didn't have my camera on right away. So maybe I should say, maybe next time I should say, in the next 3 to 5 minutes I'll be live or something, just so, you know, if someone clicks the link expecting me to see me already drawing or something and then they see I'm not there, you know, maybe that makes them click away. I don't know. I'm still new to this. I mean, it would be much easier if I was streaming on my computer. But until I get the an OBS or whatever. You know, I want to do it live. We'll do it live! Fuck it! Bill O'Reilly thing. Yeah. So, I'm a little not sure if I want to show my photo ref on stream. It's just myself. But it's just like, I don't know, it might be a little embarrassing. It's not, I'm not shirtless or anything. I don't know, I think I'd rather just keep my photo ref to myself. Just know that it's just me posing like that when I'm going to be doing for James. And I took a photo of myself and put a little grid on it. Right, so we'll do this same way Bob Ross did. Let's see, do I have my thicker, I thought I saw my thicker pencil in here. Oh, that's not it. This is it. Still just a pitiful nub. So I'll try sharpening it just to see. It, not too much, to the point that the lead breaks. Just very carefully. Just to make it just a little bit longer. Maybe part of the problem is the pencil might be a bit too wide for the pencil sharpener, and so that causes, you know, the pointy part to break. It's in a space that's too small. That's what I'm going to guess is happening. Alrighty. Only one viewer so far. I mean, I am going to post this to YouTube later, so, you know, it's not too big of a loss if people miss the beginning where I'm just standing here explaining things. Always good to sharpen. Okay. Just making sure I got everything right. I might start off, you know, drawing just in case anyone comes in. So I look busy. But anyway, the idea I had was I was gonna have Sugar the guinea pig, one of my characters. She's a candy-loving guinea pig, offering a giant lollipop to James the red panda, and James, I guess, doesn't like candy or something. He's kind of just, no thanks. So I guess I'll start off here. I've got, it's like a, you probably can't see on the page, but I got a whole grid here. I'll start drawing James's head. It's like having grids can help like proportion everything accurately. If you're not careful, it can also make a drawing look a bit too stiff. And sometimes you do want to exaggerate poses. I'll have, you know, James kind of look like he's pushing back, like, I don't want that. What I usually like to do, I like to build up kind of a rough skeleton. I'll mark where shoulders, elbows, wrists, you know, hips, torso, legs, you know, the knee and ankle joints, just so I know basically how the character's skeleton will go together. Looking at this, one shoulder here, other shoulder here. we go. And yeah, sugar will go on this side, so that's why this side is being kept empty. Let me, might be easier if I move my iPad over here. And I move the drawing pad to the side over here. Yeah, he's a little more health conscious. Plus it's a really, really big lollipop, so it's like, you know, do I really need that much sugar? No, I'll just shift more centered. There. Elbows, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, hopefully I got everything spaced properly. And then I'll go here. Yeah, this is, you want to make sure, you know, limbs are, you know, grids can be good for like making sure limbs and everything are the right size, and you know, if you're using a photo ref, you know, like if there's any foreshortening or anything going on, you know, kind of help you keep everything consistent looking. But at the same time, looking at this, I'm not sure if that arm looks a little too short. I do have to be careful, like with my grids, and make sure I'm not mixing up. I'll probably erase some squares I don't need, so it more matches my. Okay, I think I've messed up these squares, like, shoot. Yeah, I'm definitely like miscounting things and misplacing. Yeah, that should maybe go more over here. There we go, that's why. That clacking you hear is Bella. Yeah, I took both the grid version and a non-grid version so I can see things unobscured by the boxes. Oh, welcome back. I hope your cold medicine was good. you know, I'm probably getting a bit too hung up with like connecting lines, everything everywhere correctly, but I guess I should do some anatomy stuff. Like, his neck. His chest. And hopefully the camera doesn't pick up what I'm looking at. Okay, his torso. I guess you might say pelvis region. Yeah, I'm not used to like drawing my characters this big usually. So take some adjustment. Draw the knees just so I can know what path to draw the legs. Yeah, I should. There. So I don't draw the knees way too big. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4.5. Kind of hard drawing legs in perspective. Where, you know, one leg might look awkwardly shorter than the other. That's kind of like what the photo has. I'll probably exaggerate the pose a little bit more, like make James look like he's pushing back further, because see if I have another photo where I'm pushing back more. You know, like James is really refusing this lollipop. Yeah, so maybe I'll break the grids I was using a bit. Okay, I think James looked a little too pissed off there. Like he looks more like he's reacting to poison rather than just a giant lollipop. Just look more annoyed. Still does come off a little bit like he was looking disgusted. Yeah, I might end up like going a bit outside the grids a bit. This is across the St. James, La Cruz de Santiago necklace. And just like how Peter the Cat has across the St. Peter, James the Red Panda has across the St. James necklace around his neck. Maybe one of these days I should get myself a across the St. James necklace to go with the across St. Peter one I have. They represent both of my characters, even though I have a fursuit of Peter, not a fursuit of James. One, two, three. Now, the normal human proportions for drawings, it's like one head, second head goes to your nipples, like third goes to your belly button, fourth crotch, and then so on and so forth. But it's like when I take actual photo reps, I guess it's only if you're looking at a person like straight on, you'll have those like particular proportions and everything. But when I take actual photos of myself for references, it's like, maybe it's just the angle of the camera is too high or too low, but it's like, very rarely will it perfectly match that, 8 head proportion, like guideline that figure drawing artists usually use. Yeah, it's garbage to throw away. Yeah, so I guess with my own characters, I compromise by just having them be like more like 6 or 7 heads tall. Let's see. Oh, hello, dragon head. Yeah, Green Day. Although, ironically, I'm drawing my red panda, not something green, although James does wear a turquoise shirt. Okay, so maybe I should make this shirt a little longer. Yeah, make his shirt longer because I'm referencing my own Green Lantern shirt. I'm gonna switch to this, just because this is a little too thick. And it can feel a bit messy, but let's see if, wow. Using the O light here makes such a big difference. Like in the drawing stream I did last week, like the drawing was stuck, you know, like in shadow, I guess from whatever angle I hold the drawing pad at. But here with the O light there, it makes the sketch much, much clearer. I don't know if it's very clear when it's this far away, but when it's up close, yeah, that's why I wanted to do this stream in my bedroom originally, where, you know, I'll like put my phone on a camera stand or something and be, you know, be much closer to the page and see the drawing better. But my tripod, for whatever reason, the clip thingy that the phone goes on, it doesn't work well, so I decided to just come back here in the kitchen. And being in the kitchen, actually, if I so wanted, I could do an improvised cooking stream again when I'm done with this drawing. I do still have a couple leftover ingredients in the fridge. Yeah. Yeah. Right. I'll draw his biceps. James the Red Panda is not particularly a muscular character. I mean, he's thinner than Peter the Cat, but he's not supposed to be like a bodybuilder or anything. Which is a little ironic because the Chinese panel I went to, at further confusion, I asked the panel host for like help on. I wanted to give James a Chinese name since that's where red pandas are from, and he came up with a name that I think would be a bit silly to give a red panda. It doesn't really work out very much. Okay, that's good. Are you hungry, Bella? I can give you food. Just pause. Well, I don't actually have to pause the stream. I can feed the dogs on the stream right here. Okay, let's see how my mechanical pencil here looks. This is, yeah, you can see it. I mean, it's a bit thinner compared to, yeah. Oh, in case you want to see the beanie a bit closer, it's a Green Lantern beanie. Yeah, I posted on Blue Sky the other day that this was a beanie that I was missing for years and I didn't know where it was. And when I did the Mario stream last week, I went through my closet trying to find, you know, my Mario hat from elementary school, and clearing out my closet of all my hats. I finally found this beanie again and I decided to wear it for St. Patrick's Day. Now, use the power of willpower to cast out all the snakes or whatever miracle St. Patrick did. Yeah, he cast out all the snakes out of Ireland and then found a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow or something. I don't know. It is kind of strange. There's an internet meme I like with St. Valentine, where it's like, roses are red, violets are blue, I was horribly martyred and decapitated, and you commemorate my death by giving each other chocolates. It goes something like that. Yeah, we commemorate St. Patrick's Day with leprechauns and pots of gold. They're magically delicious. There you go. Not sure I'm exactly happy with how these arms look. Actually, I have another photo I might look at. Might help if I use this photo instead. Yeah. Excuse me if I like erase stuff constantly. Okay. We'll make James's facial features a little less blunt. There, he's got a frown on, well, not a big frown, but like look of disapproval. Peter the cat is really friendly and everything. James is a bit more aloof. So James's cheeks, I usually like making them kind of like trapezoid shaped, if that makes any sense. Edward Elephant from Lego Fabuland. I'm not familiar with what that is, but it sounds silly. There. It's a little nicer. Make James look like he's really pushing back away from, like, yeah, I should have, the photo ref I was doing, I probably should have exaggerated it way more, more like this. My photo ref, I'm more like, I really should have done something more like this. And I could reference myself in the camera, like, okay, exaggerate the pose a bit more. Maybe have him shrug his shoulders a bit higher, like, Maybe I will show the photo ref I'm working from, just to show the difference. Like, something like, yeah, just so I can. Might be a little higher than. Just trying to be like. Gotta be careful. I don't want to make James look. Supposed to be kind of a thin character, not to make him a bit too. His trunk a little too wide. He'll look kind of chubby like Peter. Plus, I want to be careful not make him look too tall either. Ugh. I have a drawing somewhere or shoot. So I was almost about to like take my shirt off just to see like, you know, like how my body looks underneath. You know, so you can see how the body shapes and everything with anatomy. But it's like, wait, I don't want to do that on stream. I'll spare all of you seeing me without my shirt. Like, it would be very convenient to look at myself, you know, get the anatomy. But yeah, I don't want to do that on stream. Hey, Bella. How about a dog break? Look at that, Bella. You're on the internet. Say hello. Okay. She wants down. Yeah, Bella does not quite like being held. She's kind of a strange dog. Anyway, I've wasted enough time. Let's go back to drawing. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out basically the raising. This is why I wanted to take my shirt off, just so I can kind of better see how the neck connects to the shoulders and the clavicles and everything. That's like, yeah, I want to at least keep this, a safe for work, modest stream. This is not OnlyFans. You know that James is the most common male name in the English language? It is? I didn't know that. I mean, he was, Peter the cat is named after St. Peter and James is named after St. James. And I did a whole thing on one of my drawings about the origin of the name James, coming from the Hebrew name Jacob or Yaakov, and how it divergently evolved from Yaakov, Ichabus, and I'm sorry if I get my Greek wrong, and then that diverged into Jacob and James in English, and then in Spanish you get Jacobus or Ichabus to Iago, Tiago, Diego, and Santiago. Yeah, very interesting. So, two languages give very divergent names. Okay. Shreds again. I make James look a little more muscular than normal. That's fine. Okay, I think I'm okay with. Let's see. Yeah, just seeing how my trying to get the clothing looking right. Because my photo is one thing, but and it's probably just due to the angle. Whereas with the photo I took, I had the camera a bit higher, but here I have the camera lower, so how like arm cuffs and everything is going to look different. So I'll probably just go with what my photo has, because that's basically how I was structuring all the proportions and everything. Okay, I'm kind of at this point not really following the grid anymore. It's like, fuck the grid. I'll hold the drawing up in a bit, just to show a little closer. Of course, hands are pretty difficult to draw for me. Zoom in. See how to draw my thumb and my fingers and everything. Wait, would be this way. Yeah. It's very convenient having the camera here as a live photo ref I could use. Yeah, just trying to mimic what I'm doing in the photo I'm drawing from. I think my fingers might be a little too long. Actually, maybe they're okay. Never mind. I can fix them later. Actually, I kind of like how that hand looks. Okay, we'll switch to the grid thing for legs. I'm not exactly following the grid closely anymore. I'm trying to push James's pose a bit. It is a little weird. I mean, my camera mirrors it in my view, but that's just so I could. So it's kind of strange how this is useful to, just how useful having selfie mode here is for me. Since it mirrors my drawing, I see it one way here, but then in my phone, I see it the other way. And that's a good artist technique, like flipping your drawing so you can see, like, you know, if you see your drawing one way, it might look, you might think it looks fine, but then when you mirror it, you'll see that, like, things are off. And maybe I might redraw the cheeks, I don't know, but so far it's looking okay, I think. All right, so I only see my upper body here, not my lower body, so for drawing the legs, I might have to cheat a bit. Oh, geez, now I have hiccups on stream, although I'm just like subtle ones, not like the loud ones. You seem to be walking around a lot, Bella. I think she might be hungry. If you excuse me, I'm gonna feed Bella really quick. So, have some amazing dog feeding action on stream. not sure why you're walking around a lot, Bella. Like, usually you sleep all day. But I guess maybe me standing in the kitchen makes you think that something's happening. It is dinner time for the dogs anyway. Alright. What yet? Here, Bella. Yeah, I think she was hungry. Anyway. Oh, well, she just walked away from the bowl. Oh well. Yeah, not exactly a cooking show right now. It's more like just open the can and dump the food in type of show. Okay, so James is... Oh, I should add his necklace again. Actually, erase that. La Cruz de Santiago. There we go. Got his necklace there. Now, his hips and pelvis. I'm trying to think. Like, looking at my drawings, I'm trying to think, I might exaggerate like how far spread his legs are or something. That's what she said. Jeez. Maybe, I don't know if I'll do like maybe almost a horse stance or something, but it's just to emphasize, you know, James just really reeling back from this giant lollipop. It's almost an overreaction to just, you know, a giant treat. I don't know, maybe Sugar is offering James like an expired lollipop or something. Oh, now Bella's eating. Right, I'm trying to think. Now let me bring back Fred. So, let's see. Oops. So yeah, not exactly sure where, I guess you might say, James's butt would be, because knowing where the character's butt is supposed to be is important. So, because then it'll show you, you know, where the tail goes. And, you know, just rough a tail in there. I don't know if I'd make it frazzled or something, like, you know, indicate James is really, really annoyed at this big lollipop. Just a little kind of. Just I will kind of spread out the legs a little bit more for this pose. Like, James is really not having it. Like, no, I do not want this giant lollipop. Alright. Yeah, I'll bring up the drawing up close again in just a bit. Probably if you draw his foot there, maybe just make it a little more flat. Just because of the perspective. And also accommodate his rear leg being a little shorter. Due to the angle. Oh, I should. Red panda tail. And James usually has 4 stripes on his tail. There. Oh. Let me. Yeah, there's James so far. I don't know if, like, when I post this on YouTube or something, like, will the chat messages be to the side or something? Like, how much space it'll take up? So that's why I'm kind of moving James around. But anyway, let me. Okay, spam messenger. Let's see. Okay, so it looks like when I'm looking at my photo ref for a long time, and I might have to reset the Twitch app on my iPad just so it will catch up. Okay. Let's see. Oops. Okay, there we go. Is there a way for me to... Oh, here we go. I can, now I figured out. I don't... Wow. Composite chanting. Account created March 15th. Yeah. Delete. There. The spammer is gone. Yeah, I just figured out in real time how to remove spam comments. Can I remove my own comments, just as a joke? I'm trying. Oops. Shoot. Okay, I just typed in something random. Oh, I was gonna see if I can like delete my own comments or something, but no, it just, when I highlight it, it just says copy. Yeah, it's only, okay, so I can moderate other people's comments, but not my own. Do I have to be a Twitch affiliate in order to ban myself from my own chat or something? Yeah, that's like, those are some Twitch privileges I'd really like. Being able to moderate and ban myself from my own chat. But anyway. I wonder how loud Bella's eating will be when I watch this over again. I apologize for my dog's sloppy table manners. She acts like we never feed her. We do. Just so no animal rights people get up in arms over just a little joke I make. I'll draw James's pants. No. The shorts. Yeah, sometimes I'll draw Peter and James with like more jeans looking shorts, and then other times kind of like what I'm wearing now, like bike shorts or whatever they're called. It's just they're more comfy and not as detailed with the stitches and everything. There we go. Maybe I should have it stick out of that much. Well, it does kind of stick out a bit in the photograph. It's hug the leg here. Can't help but whistle to myself while I'm drawing. Just whistle while you work. Hitler is a jerk. Mussolini bit his weenie and now it doesn't work. A little nursery rhyme I learned from Matt Groening's Life in Hell. And if I remember, James has like, I guess you might say sock pattern coloring on his legs. So. Not really happy with it. For some reason I'm not entirely happy with how the legs look. Of course, I'm sure part of it is just I am deviating a bit from my photo rep, so that makes things a little hard. Bella, you finished your food. You're just licking an empty bowl, you stupid dog. Maybe she's thinking to herself, if I keep staring at it, more food will appear. Oh, Bella. Alrighty. I'll James's toes. It's kind of difficult to draw a foot from this angle with the toes and everything. Like big toe is easy, but then like the little toes have to swoop around to get the foot curvature. Bit unusual to get incorrect. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like the way I draw 5-toe feet, I'll usually have like the pinky toe hidden behind like the 4th toe or something. Not sure if I'll make that foot longer, I don't know. Yeah, so I think it looks nice, but like, I'll figure it out later. Maybe Bella will go to sleep or something again. There we go. I'll make this foot just a little bit longer, even though maybe right there. Where it was, maybe just a little bit longer, not too much. Stuff a little higher. Born in a silver spoon, like a rich character? Well, if I had one rich character, it would probably be my duck character, Joe Mallard. The tobacco duck. I'm not sure I'd say exactly he was born with a silver spoon. I haven't come up with like a backstory for Joe Mallard, but since he is supposed to be a tobacco duck, I do have an idea that like maybe he's like the Marlboro Man, where there's like been multiple Joe Mallards, but they all die of lung cancer, and he's just the latest one. But he would be probably the richest character out of all my characters. Because I do imagine him being kind of an asshole celebrity. Born with a cigarette in his mouth. Yeah, yeah, like, I guess Mama Mallard, like, completely disregarded, you know, not smoking while, well, I'm not sure to say while pregnant, because Joe Mallard would have come out of an egg. I'm not sure how that would work, coming out of an egg already with a cigarette in there. Unless the mother, like, swallowed a cigarette or something, and I don't know. The biology of that would just be completely messed up. I could imagine, though, that maybe, I don't know, an official biography Joe Mallard puts out about himself would make a claim like that. Exaggerating things just to, I don't know, make it sound like I was destined to be a tobacco duck. I think my sketch of James here is good. I'll draw Sugar next. Now, I do have a photo ref of a pose. Shoot, where'd I... Is that in my photos? There it is. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to wonder, like, do I want to show my photo refs? It's just with this, I'll just zoom in. Like, what I wanted to do with Sugar, I guess I could act it out maybe. What I wanted was, I wanted Sugar to be like holding a candy cane kind of like this, maybe doing a very cute face. But my attempt at trying to do a cute face, I don't know if it'll look clear on the camera. I look psychotic. That's not exactly the pose I wanted for Sugar. Her expression, I wanted to be more cute, not like I'm about to kill you type of face. I don't know, maybe she's about to commit aggravated assault with a lollipop, and that's why James is like, you know, kind of like, get away from me. Now, trying to think. Now with Sugar, now since Sugar is like supposed to be a guinea pig, she's not anthro. The photo ref I have is more of a suggestion. I just wanted to get like the pose of the arms and the way the hands would be holding the lollipop stick, just to get those correct. That's what really mattered. Her body, like with my guinea pig characters, Cinnamon and Midnight and Sugar, they're a little taller than Domino, and I like to think of their bodies almost like kind of elongated potato sacks. Huh. Oh, that's just Mom and Dad saying they're going to be back from their vacation. Yeah, how dare they interrupt the stream. Alright, trying to think. Yeah, my parents are in Puerto Rico. I wanted to go, but it would be too expensive. Plus, I'm a little antsy about flying on planes right now. But, But staying home allowed me to start Twitch streaming, so you take what you get. I mean, a vacation to Puerto Rico would still be preferable, but it's just the circumstances, they weren't really good. So, anyway, let's draw sugar now. Now, I guess I'll just mark, so sugar is like on equal level, just so I have the ground looking right. Sugar, how many heads tall is James here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6-ish. Yeah, not the ideal 8 heads tall, but even then, like James is like leaning back, so he's not going to be exactly 8 heads tall. Sugar, my guinea pig characters, I think I make them like, I think Domino is like 2.5 to 3 heads tall. My other guinea pigs, I think I make them like maybe 4 heads tall or so. They're not very... Alright, so I guess I'll draw the lollipop just to figure out where sugar would be standing. And I don't know if it's visible, but this is a humongous lollipop. You can see why James would be a little concerned about his sugar intake. Even if I don't have sugar and James like aligned properly, when I scan this, I can just put sugar at the proper height I think she should be at. Oops. I don't know if I want to use this again. I guess this pencil I can use for just the sketching. I guess it would be better if I use this thicker one for like when I want to do my final dark outlines or something. This one is good for just doing the rough sketches, since it's easier to erase. Let me make her. Okay, maybe I should like. Maybe I shouldn't draw the lollipop right away. Draw her head down here. Maybe she'll have beautiful puppy dog eyes, like she really wants to do something nice for James for some reason. I don't want it to look like I don't want to make it look like Sugar's just doing something, like she thinks she's doing a favor offering this lollipop. I don't want to make it look like she's trying to hit on James. Red panda / guinea pig, that would be quite the crack pairing. You know, Sugar's a she just because I give her eyelashes. buck teeth and cheeks. For some reason, she makes me think Babs Bunny from Tiny Toons. Just the way I'm drawing her, not that she has Babs Bunny's personality or anything. Yeah, just to let the viewers see. Yeah. A little factoid about Sugar, like Cinnamon and Midnight were my first guinea pig characters based on guinea pigs in a daycare I went to as a kid. And Sugar, like, I remember her origin was just something on a whim. I was in the car with my dad telling him about my guinea pig comics, and Dad made a comment something along the lines of, you can't make a comic strip with just 2 characters, Daniel. And I just said, okay, I'll add a 3rd guinea pig. Her name will be Sugar, and she's a guinea pig that likes candy. And that's how Sugar was created. I just, out of a conversation with Dad, just on a whim. There was no planning or anything. Just something I did on the spot as a kid. That's what I remember. I mean, maybe if I asked Dad, he'd have a completely different recollection. In fact, he may not even recollect it at all. A little trouble with ears. There we go. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't know, like Sugar's pose. I don't know, maybe she's leaning in, maybe she's... Like the photo ref I took, I'm just standing straight. Maybe, I'm just trying to think, like maybe Sugar's leaning in. Maybe like, If I do it like this. Yeah, it's one of the things. What's that? I thought I saw a down, like a down thumb or something. I don't know what that means. Hello there, I just gave a follow to you. How are you doing? I'm doing fine, Stick Sizzles. Yeah, I'm not sure if like I saw a down thumb emoji. I'm like, was I doing something wrong? Yeah, well that, I mean, I haven't set it up where, I don't know, you have, I don't know if you have to be like an affiliate or something to do all the fancy effects where like confetti goes off when someone follows you on Twitch or something. I'm not quite at that level yet. I'm just still doing the basics. Yeah, like, I'm sorry if I look goofy posing like this, but that's what you have to do. Oh, there's the down thumb again. Yeah, so who's doing that? Yeah, like, but when you do photo, when you do art, if you're working from photo refs, you're gonna have to sometimes, I think I remember in the animation panel I went to at Further Confusion, the person that was doing the panel, like, showed actual, like, videos that someone shot for like a scene they were animating, and it's like they composited themselves acting out every character, and it looked really crazy. And yeah, when you're an artist and if you're working from PhotoRef, sometimes you have to do kind of crazy things that thankfully you'll never show anyone what you're doing. But here in this live stream, you can see the embarrassing things I sometimes have to do if I want to draw a character doing something. I have to pose in strange ways sometimes. I kind of miss the times that you were streaming the hair. I was kind of hoping you would maybe stream today since I felt it was a good time to follow you here since it's St. Patrick's Day. Ah, okay. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you can make it. Yeah, I'm just trying to... I mean, I don't have a set schedule yet. I'm just streaming whenever I feel like it. Since I have the house to myself right now, it's like, oh, well, I have an opportunity to do something while no one's watching TV or whatever in the living room. And streaming on Twitch is something I've been wanting to do for a while. It's just now I have the opportunity. I think I made... I'm not used to drawing my characters this large, so maybe I should have made Sugar's head a little bigger. I mean, I made her head proportional to James's head. Maybe... One, two, three. Well, okay, that is roughly. It's just. There we go. You want to know something that's easy about drawing Sugar? She's a completely white guinea pig, so right now she's kind of already in color. Yeah, so. Oh, I've done cooked cabbage a few times. The biggest difficulty is that just cabbage is huge and you're going to have leftovers for a while. So you better make good use of it. That's a cardinal sin I've committed a few times. You know, buy a bunch of food and then I only use a bit of it and then end up throwing out the rest of it. Wasting food, I shouldn't do that. That's why I said earlier that maybe I might do an impromptu cooking stream later, where I just get rid of some ingredients I have in the fridge. Okay, sugar something a little too bottom heavy. Okay. Trying to figure out or did I do it this way? Yeah, the problem is, like I said earlier, the camera is down lower from, whereas with my PhotoRef it was up a bit higher above me. So, yeah. So it's a little difficult to figure out. I'm trying to figure out, the height of Sugar's shoulders, like which shoulder should be higher. Another thing, since I'm referencing myself, even though I'm drawing a feminine character, I might make the arms a bit too thick because I'm looking at my own manly biceps. Maybe make this on arm a little. There we go. Okay, that's better. The sugar still comes out a little too bottom heavy to me. Yeah, so I'll just focus on drawing her arms since I have to get down here. If I had a if I was able to adjust the height of this thing, it'd be a little easier. Just drag this bit. Excuse me. Wow. It's like I felt like I had to sneeze one more time, but then you felt it built up and then it just faded away. Okay. One end of the lollipop. Actually, I could probably extend it a bit more. There we go. Liking how this looks a little better. There we go, 3 toes. And she is leaning in a bit. Catching a cold through the internet, I hope not. I mean, I've heard computer viruses, but this is ridiculous. make this a little shorter. There we go. I'm gonna have to get the ruler to make this more straight. Oh. I probably should get my, do I have my foot long ruler? My back, my bag over here. It'll be a bit easier to use my shorter ruler rather than this long one. Oh, there it is. There we are. Could just do it like this. There we go. Okay, they may not be totally equal, but there we go. I can make ginormous lollipop. This will a little bit better than that. There we go. Maybe it's, I don't know, dripping sugar or something. I don't know. I just made some droplets on it. I don't know. Maybe it's melting in the heat or something. That could be part of the yuck factor for James. Like, he doesn't want a lollipop that's been out for who knows how long. I don't know if I want to have a line separating the other leg here or not. What if I make this another Spanish drawing where sugar says something along the lines of "Quieres mi dulce" or something? You want my candy? And I don't know, James is like, I don't know, "No gracias, no quiero." Let me darken his tail a little bit. I need to review my Spanish terminology just to, I don't know, if I find one of my, I don't have textbooks, I have like, not Spanish textbooks, more like workbooks. But even then it's going to be like answers to questions, not exactly directly explaining the rules of Spanish. But maybe I can remember some stuff that way. Trying to space out all the stripes on his tail. If I color this digitally, you know, I don't need to be perfect. Oh, I should date this also. If I remember, I think I have a friend named Patrick whose birthday is today, so happy birthday, Patrick. I doubt you'll see the stream. It's probably been years since we last saw each other, but I remember today's your birthday. Anyway. There we go. James and Sugar. Hope you all like this. I'll probably scan this later and I took some photo refs for the drawing of Peter stepping in gum, since I did that kind of off the top of my head. But you know, I would like to finish it and maybe draw and make it look more proper. Let me see, will I have to? Okay, I'm gonna have to. Where do I press the live? Okay, I'll have to refresh Twitch on my iPad. There we go. Back to profile. Oh, finally. I can see the video on my iPad. Let's see if I'll get that tunnel effect. I mean, it looks like it's delayed a few seconds. But am I going to get that tunnel effect? Is it going to be like... There we go. Isn't that wild? Okay, enough of that. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do earlier. Now, I think I'm good for this drawing for now. So how about we do my improvised cooking stream now. So if you excuse me, I'm gonna clean a pot over here. Take off my Green Lantern ring. I'm trying to think, do I want to cut veggies on the island here, or will I move the camera over here to the stove? I'll probably just move the camera to the stove and cut food there. Yeah, it's just a moment. I'm gonna clean a pot. That's one of the things you can do with Twitch. You know, turn mundane life things into content. Like, you get to watch me make my dinner. Okay, I just got some soap in my mouth. Did I really have to announce that on stream? here. All right. I've got some. Look at this awesome pot drying action. Yeah, just so you're not looking at an empty kitchen. There you go. All right. Okay, just don't want any dishwasher rag fluff in here. Okay. Wash my hands. All right. Move the camera over here to kitchen stadium. I guess I might as well clean this too. Just a moment, because if I'm making a stew, I probably will cover. Now, this is completely improvised. I don't have a recipe with me. I just want to get rid of the rutabaga I have in the fridge. From the pasties I made. I hope I said that right. All right. There we are. Okay. All right, just a moment. I know what I want to get. What's that? Oh, garlic. A lemon that I shaved for the pie. Just going through the fridge, seeing what we have. I'm just gonna lay a bunch of stuff here. A red bell pepper. I just want to make sure this is good, and it's a little wrinkly, but I don't see mold or anything on it, so it's all right. As long as it's not turning a color it shouldn't be, it's good. I'll close the fridge in a moment. So there's a rutabaga. I already peeled it last time, so I'll probably start cutting some things. I'll throw some chicken in. Lemon. I'm not sure what I'll do with the lemon exactly, since it's still shaved from the pumpkin pie. I might just squeeze out the lemon juice or something, even though we have lemon juice in the fridge. Yeah. Let's see. Just grabbing stuff out of the fridge today. Looking for anything I could throw in. See if there's anything in the pantry, like tomato paste or something. Tomato sauce. Trying to decide what I want to make. And probably should have done a grocery run earlier, but then I would start the stream much later. What's that? Tomato sauce, tomato paste. Well, I only have tomato sauce here. I don't see tomato paste. Tomato paste would be a lot creamier. Oh, sliced mushrooms. I didn't know we had sliced mushrooms. Yeah, I'm kind of just throwing in a hodgepodge of things. So, yeah. Well, maybe I'll cut the rutabaga first before I turn on the oven stove. All right. Yeah, just. Okay, yeah, this has been in the fridge for a while, so it's a bit tough. I'm trying to play it safe and not cut off my fingers. There we go. I mean, I could throw this in the vegetable processor, but where's the fun in that? Just just cut it smaller bits. Oops. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, don't worry, the stove isn't on, so yeah. I need an announcer, kind of like on Iron Chef, narrating what I'm doing, even though you can clearly see what I'm doing. GuineaPigDan shows this rutabaga who's boss. All right. Here. Screw it. I'll just start the stove. Pour in some olive oil. All right. There we go. Just have it on medium. Yeah. I'll just put these to the side. Yeah, so while oops. Probably should be careful not to let the rutabaga pieces go flying. I still have like a giant chunk here. All right. Oops. And even though my Twitch didn't save the stream I did last week, my first stream where I made that stew, maybe in the future I'll make it again, or do another recipe from the Mario book. And I would like to do more pies from the Flaming Pie little booklet. Oops. There we go. All right. It's gonna be chicken, rutabaga, maybe a bit of a pepper, and maybe some carrots. Oh, sliced onion here. And I'll just oh. Yeah, should be careful. Let them cook a bit. I'm just doing this in the random order. I'm not like, again, just improvising here. Yeah, I guess I'll... The mushrooms are still good, are they? Just to make sure. What's the best used by... Oh. This expired in November. Okay, sorry, no mushrooms. These are old. Yeah, I might throw this in green waste. Yeah, that's a disappointment. Alright, then I'll chop up the onion here. Yeah, I'm not like an expert cutter, so usually I just toss onions in the food processor. I'm not like expert at like dicing stuff very well. This is kind of just on a whim. I'm not planning anything. Stir this around a bit. So, I'm sure food tubers will make fun of me for like how sloppy I'm being, but I'm not a professional cook. This is just me having fun. As long as I don't poison myself or cut off anything or burn myself, you know, I should be fine. All right. Onions in there. I'm gonna toss in some carrots. And actually, there's a little bit of onion still left in here. I guess I'll just... Alright, toss those in. And if you're interested in seeing what's going on, you know, I'll just stir this a bit. Yeah, okay. Now, move that out of the way. Alright, let me get the camera with the carrots. Yeah. Okay. Nope. No. Yeah. Probably a few more carrots. Stir it around. Yeah, eventually I'll add in the chicken stock. Yeah. Oops. Yeah, I'm just stuffing with my thumb. I'm sure the food tubers will criticize my technique. There we go. Maybe one more. Alright, there we go. Alright, toss some diced chicken. Now, again, no plan, I'm just tossing in random ingredients basically that I think will taste good. If I had like celery or something else. Okay, let's make sure the tomato sauce is at least not expired. Best used by September 2027. Good. Okay, the can opener is, if you want to see what's going on. Oh, I nearly forgot the pepper here. I might just use maybe half of it, not the whole thing. Yeah, I'm just tossing in random shit. Like anything I see in the fridge, it's fair game. Yeah, I'll just put the other half in the fridge and use that for something else. I don't know if I'll use the onions. Yeah, I might just take the core part out without all the seeds. Alright, so yeah, this is like a they're done pepper. I'm gonna stir it around just to make sure it doesn't get stuck or anything. Yeah, this is basically a whatever stew. No recipe, I'm kind of just improvising. Just for fun. Yeah, I'm just cutting these up randomly, basically. Alright. There you go. There you go. Just toss these in. Alright. Now, sprinkle on some, let's see. Well, some, yeah, I'm just going through all those. What if I made this a little spicy? Red peppers and chili powder. Just to give it a bit of punch. Oh. Yeah. Just a little bit more. There we go. Alright. Yeah, I'm just doing a mad experiment here. No more veggies I want to throw in. Anything else? Un momento. No. Okay, how could I forget? Garlic cloves. I'll just toss that in really quick. Oh, and the tomato sauce. I still haven't opened that. Come on. Finally. There we go. All right. There we go. Mix that up. Oh, we should have it up there, sorry. Spoon. All right. I'm not putting in like an exact amount of garlic cloves. I'm just gonna throw stuff in. I'm having fun here, just being random. There we go. There we go. If you want to take a look inside, there we are. Yeah. Like, I don't know if I'm mortifying professional cooks or anything with what I'm doing here. This is just something random I'm making with stuff I have in the house. Random ass stew, I don't know. It's like, I can't decide what I want to have for dinner tonight, so I'm just gonna throw in whatever is in the fridge and hope it's good or something, I don't know. Any other vegetables? Lettuce in here, but it looks old. Okay. I think I'll stir around a bit more. It does smell good. Now I'm trying to decide, do I want chicken stock or not? Oh, what the hell. It's like, I forget, like with previous recipes I've done, do I put in the tomato first? Or do I put it in after I put in the chicken stock? Oh well. I mean, again, I'm just improvising here. Oh, what the hell, we'll finish this. Alright, there we go. There we go. There. Stir that around a bit. And yeah, we'll look at it one more time. And then I'll cover it and let it simmer for a while. Alexa, start a timer for 15 minutes.
15 minutes, starting now.
There. Alrighty. Yeah, just did a random experiment. No idea if it'll come out good at all. But while we're waiting, I might return to drawing. I have my small sketchbook with me. Some of the photos I took the other night, you know, aside from like ones of James and taking photographs of Peter and, you know, to correct the sketch I did of Peter a few days ago. I also did a silly photo of myself pretending to run, like I'm holding something burning, so I could draw a domino, like basically just refine that sketch. So, just a moment. I'll get my sketchbook out while we're waiting. This lovely drawing of Domino and Paul McCartney I did last stream. But anyway, I wanted to, well, first off, let's get this out of the way so the light O-ring. And I'm gonna, right. Good night, Ken. Yeah, usually when I draw my sketchbook, like if I have a drawing I don't want to smudge with my hand, I learned that you can just put a paper over it. So I'll work on Domino here, and Paul I'll finish later. So let's see, bring up a photo of, oops, myself. No, not that one. What was I thinking? Yeah, this is not a photo I want to show because it's rather silly. I think it's mostly the arms I wanted to like make them look better. So I guess I'll start darkening the lines. And eventually I was thinking, I like this drawing enough that I might color it and use it for, like, you know, whenever I do cooking streams. This is a picture of you, Domino, I'll use. I'm okay with his face looks here, so no real changes there. It's like, maybe I want Domino's mouth to be wider, like, ah! There we go. Yeah, having it wider like that makes it look more shocked. The only thing I'm concerned is like maybe the large chin on Domino might look unusual, but I don't want to make it look like he's got a Peter Griffin chin. Peter from Family Guy, not Peter the cat. All right. Alexa, how much time left?
You have 9 minutes left on your 15-minute timer.
I'm not in a rush to finish this. It's not like I'm trying to beat the clock or anything. Maybe film his ears a little bigger. In just a moment, I'm gonna check the stew, make sure it's all right. Lower the heat a bit. I've thought of like maybe doing some animation streams, but like I'd be drawing on paper if I can figure out the best way to position my camera. Maybe I get a better, you know, something to hold it in place. Figure out. I've had an idea of like, what if I animated Perry doing something goofy in his superhero outfit? One of my other characters. There we go. There we go. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, one of the things I've changed a lot on is how do I draw Domino's ears and how. Not just Domino's ears, like everyone else's ears, all ears of all my characters. Like, maybe you do like the part of the ear, inner ear where the hair is. There we go. Okay. With look at how I draw Domino's arms. I'm not sure I need to adjust very much. I like how back of his shoulder here. Alexa, how much time left?
You have 3 minutes left on your 15-minute timer.
Almost done. I think my brother might be coming down to feed Scamp or something, or other dog. Okay, so one of those arms I'll redraw here. Just making the arms more shapely and more anatomical. Okay. There we go. The timer should be going off like at any moment now. There we go, that's one hand down. Alexa, stop. I can see steam coming out of the... Just a moment. Ooh. This is smelling interesting. Alright, I guess I'll take a break from the drawing and show the results of... There we go, let the camera focus. Stir around a bit. I'm not sure what exactly I made. Chicken, rutabaga, like pepper, onion. It might be a bit spicy due to the chili powder I put in and the pepper, but it should taste interesting. I'll just turn the stove off and let this cool, and I'll finish the drawing over here. I've been streaming for 2.5 hours now. I probably should call it quits soon because I don't want these stream files to get too big for my computer. Yeah, so try and finish it up in like 5-10 minutes. Oh, here comes Scamp, I think. Oh, just a moment. Oh, Scamp. Sorry. Hey, buddy. Okay. Bella had her turn. Now here's Scamp. Say hi to the internet, Scamp. There we go. There. You got to be in a very weird live stream, Scamp. You'll be famous on the internet for the wrong reasons. I was trying to figure out Domino's leg over here. Oh, I think he might want out. Yeah, I might have to let Scamp out. Just a moment, Scamp. Well, I'll have to take off your diaper first. Go out in the cold and suffer. I'll let him in like a minute or two. Or when he starts barking, I don't know. Bella is the one that like yaps all the time when she's outside. I think Scamp only barks if he like sees a squirrel or if the dog next door is like, you know, bothering him. Okay, there. Either that or I just wait for Scamp to start scratching at the door and then I'll know, okay, he wants in. Alright, let's see. Nope, it looks like he might already want in. I mean, it was raining earlier. Just a moment, Scamp. Pero tonto. Here. And before I end the stream, I'll probably take a little taste test of the stew I made. Just to ensure that, you know, it is at least somewhat edible. All right, now this is the part where I wasn't so sure. This other harm, like, looks like I have it going out straight. Let me. Oh, hey, Jake. Yeah, so it's just his arm. There, though. What the hell is this supposed to be? Oh. Jeez. That's paperwork I don't want appearing on camera. Jeez. I should keep, probably not. I just shove random papers in my sketchbook. I should be a bit more careful not to reveal anything that might be a bit embarrassing or revealing. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I like the second photo I'm using as a reference. Again, this is a photo I'd rather not show. There's some photos I'm okay showing and some I'd rather keep private. Unless, I don't know, some celebrity leak occurs and I'm one of the people affected. But I'm not sure like how damaging my leaks would be. Like here's GuineaPigDan posing in very strange ways that match how his characters look in his drawings. I mean, this is completely normal for an artist to do this. So it's not like there'd be really anything really scandalous revealed other than, you know, like me just posing really funny. Well, the pink paper didn't have my name on it. Yeah, so I should probably recycle that later. But even then, you know, with the magic of editing in Adobe Premiere, I can just get rid of it or blur it out. I'm getting a little, maybe I'll extend the arm out a little bit, more like this. There we go. I mean, when I did the Chinese language panel, the panel host asked that his face not appear on camera after he took his fursuit head off, and so, and there were also a few parts where he had like stuff on his computer showing on on the projector, and he asked me to remove that, so I just cut it out or blurred it. So it'd be a very easy fix. Okay, there we go. Okay, the pie will probably move it up a couple inches, or maybe in between his hands. There we go. Not sure if this hand looks a little too long. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, well, I like how that hand looks. It needs to be a little closer over here. Here we go. Now a flaming pie in between his hands. I'll just... I could reference the pie I made. There we go. Fat looking pie. Yeah, that's why I have a paper here, so I don't smudge my drawing of Paul McCartney. It sounds like Scamp went upstairs, so... Probably gonna just go to my brother's room and sleep there some more. It's not just cats that act like Garfield. You know, dogs can be like Garfield too. You know, Garfield's life lessons can be applied to many other species aside from cats. Okay. I mean, just look at Domino. He's a chubby little furry who eats a lot. He's surely followed Garfield's teachings to a T. All right, there we go. There's the one part I'm not just trying to, there we go. A little tuft of fur on Domino's elbow. It's a little, yeah, Domino's elbow is hidden by the flaming pie. This is like a really, really tall pillar of fire coming from this pie. Maybe it's a bit charred too. There. All right, there we go. You know, the pie I made was a pumpkin pie. There we go. There's Domino, and I haven't worked on the Paul McCartney sketch anymore, but I'll probably finish him later. It was the sketch of Domino I wanted to finish up because I might color that and make that into like a thumbnail for future cooking streams. Anyway, let me wash my hands and try the stew. Well, there it is. So let me get a bowl, taste test it, and if I live, we'll end the stream. If I don't live, well, obviously I'm gonna die, and then I won't be able to end the stream, and the camera will just stay there until my brother or someone else comes down and realizes what's happened. Okay, so let me wash my hands really quick. Oh, Scamp came back. All right. Adjust the camera. It looks like it's about there. I was afraid it looked like it was about to come undone. I've already cracked my phone screen once and cracked it again a while ago, but I think it might just be the screen protector. Excuse me, I'm gonna clean a bowl and use that. I'm trying to be quick because the stream's almost like 3 hours long. Oh, now you're interested in your food, Scamp. And dogs are pretty weird when it comes to food. Sometimes they'll snarf it all up. Sometimes they won't. All right. Okay. Oh, don't worry. I didn't break anything. Okay. So let's put in some of this slop. give it a try. All right. Rutabaga, chicken, carrots, red pepper, onion. There's like red pepper flakes, chili powder, and tomato sauce. Or was it? Yeah, tomato sauce, not tomato paste. So let's give this a try. Oh yeah, and garlic. That too. Pretty good. Oh god. Yeah, the chili powder. I think this does make it pretty spicy. Came out alright. So I guess I'm done for the evening. Thank you for everyone that watched. I should not talk with my mouth full. Such bad manners. Anyway, come here, Scamp. Alright, I want to thank you all for watching the stream. It's, oh my god, almost 3 hours long. Yeah, but anyway, I hope you all had a happy St. Patrick's Day. I'm enjoying streaming on Twitch. I don't know when I'll next stream. I don't have any schedule for these streams yet, but I probably will do some more art streams. Like, you know, maybe I'll eventually start doing it on my computer or something. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed watching me draw and cook dinner and seeing the dogs. Say bye-bye, Scamp. All right. Yep. And maybe, here, what if the Green Lantern ring chose you, Scamp? Now you're a Green Lantern. Yeah, kind of like Crypto the Super Dog. You're Scamp the Green Lantern Dog. I don't know. Yeah, so anyway, GuineaPigDan signing off. Good night, everyone, and thank you for watching. I'll upload this later to YouTube. So, now for that pesky off button. Good night. Say bye-bye, Scamp. Scamp is talking like Garfield, where you can't hear him. He's just saying, let me down. All right. Adios, amigos.